Hi everyone, Forrest here with Honey Pots Zone 5. It's spring and I am inside today because I wanted to talk to you about epiphytes. In other words, the Christmas cactus, or in this case, a Thanksgiving cactus. I wanted to tell you about the plant, how it grows, and how you can tell the difference. First off, how it grows. These are epiphytes, so they live in trees, much like an orchid does or an air plant does. So you're going to want to treat them accordingly and lighten up with the soil. Not such a heavy soil. I use a little bit of orchid soil in with regular soil for these guys, and they do really well in that condition. Also, when I fertilize these like with my other plants that I have indoors. I water, the rule of thumb is weekly, especially with your orchids. You're going to want to do that. And that means that you're going to use a weak solution weekly. And that's what I do, unless, it just doesn't need watering and you don't want to overwater your plant. And what I like to use is Super Thrive, and I also make my own liquid fertilizer with my compost, which I will be making a video on that this spring, and then I'll link it up here so you guys can quickly go over to that and see how I do that. It's really easy to do. You're getting an organic fertilizer, and you're feeling good about yourself doing that too. So, and another thing about house plants is a lot of people want to get the biggest pot ever and put that plant right smack dab in the middle, and then this plant's roots is lost in this ocean of soil, and it winds up getting root rot, which we don't want. And it slowly, your plant just slowly dies, and you think you did it a favor by giving it all that space. No, keep them tight in the pot. And then when you think you need to transplant it, wait, okay? They need to be super tight in the pot. They like it that way. See how nice and tight mine is? This is even inside this other pot. I prefer to use these and put some stones in the bottom of my pots usually. That way it gets nice drainage and it's not sitting there soaking in water. And then I can just go around and dump out my pots as I need to. Okay, how do you tell the difference between a Thanksgiving, a Christmas, and an Easter? First off, this is a Thanksgiving, and it's April, and it's blooming now. The Thanksgiving and Christmas cactuses have a tendency to do that, so don't go by the flower time. You're going to go by the leaf shape and the look of the flower. Now, the Thanksgiving and the Christmas flower, they're very similar. They have the double tubular flower, but their leaves are different. On the Thanksgiving leaf, let me show you here, they are very pointy. Okay, on the Christmas, they're more rounded. Okay, that's the easiest way to tell. These are a lot flatter and broader, where the Christmas cactus, they have a longer leaf than the Thanksgiving one does. Like I said, their flowers are similar, so it's kind of hard to tell the difference there. And with the Easter cactus, they're the hardest ones to grow and to get to bloom. They'll drop their buds in a heartbeat. They have a very scalloped, long leaf, and the flowers are more daisy-like. They don't have the double tubular looking flower on them. Okay, so what's up with the flowers dropping off of them? Well, usually if you move them around too much, they don't like that. They don't like drafts. If it's near a door that keeps on opening and closing, or a heater vent, it will drop those buds and you won't get to see the beautiful flowers that we grow these plants for. Another thing, as far as trying to reproduce these plants, to propagate them, it's really easy to do. Because they are an air plant, they're going to get these little clingy root things here that they cling onto the trees with, and you can just nip these off at any point at one of the leaf joints in the plant and stick it in some moist soil, and it will root for you and you will have more Christmas cactus. They are super easy to root, and it's a good thing to do that and give them away as gifts to your friends, because they will like them too, because they're so pretty. Let's see, what else can I tell you about these guys? I guess that's about it. You know, just treat them like a regular houseplant. Go ahead and fertilize them weekly. Like everything, I do recommend that with everything else. And then keep them tight in the pot. Don't give them a big ocean of dirt to try and swim around in because they're going to drown. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.